Welcome to Big Truck Time. Imagine a truck so big that if you parked your car next to its tire, your car would look like a toy. Imagine a machine so powerful it can carry an entire apartment block worth of weight in one go. That's not science fiction, that's the reality of the world's biggest mining dump trucks. And today, you're gonna see what these monsters look like on the inside. Warning, your jaw may hit the floor. Seriously, these trucks are so big, they make Optimus Prime look like a delivery van. Let's dive in. Meet the king, BelAZ 75710. Let's not waste time. The world's biggest mining truck in 2025 is still the BelAZ 75710, the undisputed king of colossal machines. This beast was built in Belarus and has been blowing minds since it rolled out. Why? Because it can carry 450 metric tons of payload in one go. That's like taking 300 cars, stacking them up, and tossing them into one truck bed. The BelAZ is 20 meters long, almost 10 meters wide, and taller than a two-story house at over 8 meters. Step next to it and you feel like an ant next to a boot. Its power comes from two V16 diesel engines, each generating about 2,300 horsepower. Together, a staggering 4,600 horsepower. That's more than 10 Lamborghini Aventadors, if Lamborghinis were allergic to speed and only liked dirt fuel. Let's just say this, the BelAZ can burn through 1,300 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers. That's the fuel bill that makes accountants cry. Even its tires are legendary. Each one costs around $90,000. So yes, losing a tire here isn't just an inconvenience. It's like setting fire to a luxury sports car. Imagine telling your boss you popped a tire at work. On this truck, that's grounds for bankruptcy. The heavyweight contenders. Now the BelAZ might be the king, but the throne room is crowded. Several other trucks fight in the heavyweight division. Caterpillar, the American giant, fields two of the fiercest challengers, the Cat 797F and the Cat 798AC. The 797F can haul about 363 tons, while the 798AC edges slightly ahead with 372 tons. Both are jaw-dropping feats of engineering, with engines producing around 4,000 horsepower each. Caterpillar builds them for one thing, hauling more rock than you thought possible. Komatsu, the Japanese powerhouse, brings its 960E-1 to the party, with a capacity of 360 tons and an engine pushing around 3,500 horsepower. It's a serious rival. The Komatsu is a diesel-electric hybrid, mixing old-school muscle with electric drive efficiency. It's like the Prius of mining trucks. If a Prius weighed over 500 tons and could crush your entire neighborhood, then you've got Liebherr's T284, Bucyrus's MT6300AC, and Hitachi's EH5000AC-3, each carrying payloads close to 360 to 370 tons. They're slightly smaller than the BelAZ, but don't be fooled. These machines still haul more material in one trip than most trains. Big trucks, big appetite. So what do all these giants have in common? They're hungry, very hungry. A truck like the BelAZ can guzzle diesel like a teenager at an all-you-can-eat buffet. It doesn't sip fuel, it inhales it. Maintenance isn't a quick oil change either. Every system is colossal, brakes the size of your living room table, axles thicker than tree trunks, and hydraulic pistons longer than limousines. Operating one is less like driving and more like piloting. Drivers climb a ladder that looks like something from a fire station just to reach the cab, and inside, the cockpit is more aircraft than automobile. Multiple displays monitor everything from tire pressure to engine temperature. A steering wheel? Yes, but you also get the feeling you're commanding a warship on wheels. Imagine telling your mom you're late for dinner because you had to parallel park a truck the size of her house. The Green Revolution. Here's where the story gets really interesting. In 2025, it's not just about size anymore. The mining world is pivoting toward green technology. Enter Fortescue, an Australian company making headlines with its $2.8 billion deal with Liebherr. The plan? Roll out 360 battery electric haul trucks, each carrying about 240 tons, along with dozens of electric excavators and dozers. Now you're thinking, how do you charge something that weighs hundreds of tons? Enter the 6 megawatt charging system. That's the same tech used in Formula E race cars, scaled up like it's on steroids. These trucks can fully recharge in just 30 minutes. Imagine recharging a skyscraper on wheels faster than you can recharge your phone. It's the first time in history we can call a 240-ton truck eco-friendly. That's like calling Godzilla a vegan because he eats only trees. Brazil's ethanol solution. Meanwhile, in Brazil, Vale is working with Komatsu and Cummins on something clever. They're retrofitting mining trucks with dual-fuel engines. These beasts can run on up to 70% ethanol and 30% diesel. The result, up to 70% fewer carbon emissions, all while hauling payloads of 230 to 290 tons. For a country rich in sugarcane, which ethanol comes from, this solution is as smart as it is sustainable. These trucks don't run on Red Bull, they run on rum ingredients. India's hydrogen pioneer. And in India, Adani has taken a different route, launching the country's first hydrogen-powered mining truck. It's smaller, with a 40-ton payload and a 200-kilometer range, but it's a symbolic step into the hydrogen future. It shows that the green revolution in mining is global. From Australia to Brazil to India, companies are reimagining the giants of the mine, not just as colossal, but also as clean. Living with giants. Now let's get personal. What does it feel like to work around these machines? Operators often describe their first time climbing into a mining truck as unforgettable. The ladder alone can take a couple of minutes to climb. Once inside, the cab sits high above the ground, giving you a view like a king surveying his kingdom. Driving one feels nothing like driving a car. The response is slow, deliberate, and commanding, but thanks to modern hydraulics and digital control systems, it's smoother than you'd expect. In fact, in many mines today, these trucks don't even need drivers anymore. Autonomous systems are increasingly common, with trucks programmed to haul loads without a human behind the wheel. Why they matter? So why should anyone care about these enormous machines? The answer is simple. They're not just trucks, they're symbols of human ingenuity, strength, and now responsibility. Every building, every smartphone, every piece of technology starts with raw materials hauled by these giants. They're the backbone of modern civilization, quietly doing the heavy lifting so the rest of us can enjoy the results. And as the industry evolves, these trucks are leading the way into a greener, more sustainable future. They prove that even the biggest, most fuel-thirsty machines on Earth can adapt. Today, we've walked through a world where trucks aren't just vehicles, they're titans. We met the king, the BelAZ 75710, a machine so massive it redefines the word truck. We explored Caterpillar's champions, Komatsu's hybrids, and Liebherr's innovations. And we peeked into the future with electric, ethanol, and hydrogen trucks reshaping the industry. You came here curious. Now you leave equipped with facts, stories, and a little humor to share. These machines aren't just about size. They're about ambition, about solving impossible problems, and about shaping the future of mining in ways that matter to all of us. And remember, if you ever feel small, just stand next to one of these trucks. You'll still feel small, but at least you'll have a great Instagram post. If this video fired up your imagination, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us for more heavy-duty adventures here at Big Truck Time. Drop a comment with your favorite giant. Would you choose the BelAZ, or are you rooting for the electric revolution? And stay tuned, because next time, we're diving into the future of electric haul trucks, where speed, sustainability, and sheer size collide.